Food inspectors should practice what they preach. This one didn't, and the angry restaurant owner caught her every move on CCTV.
This council officer, she just went crazy. Nothing was right, nothing was good enough.
He's the restaurateur with a big beef with his local council.
Because these guys, they're just above the law.
A food safety inspector caught on camera seeming to break her own rules, the owner claiming she contaminated his food.
She got her hands on the floor, she wipes her hands on her bum. It's off if I did that, no one would come here.
Patrick Lloyd has been running his Noosa sushi restaurant for nearly 10 years, but the local council says it's not up to scratch.
She's on a rampage, basically, and accused us of all sorts of things.
In April, after a routine inspection, the council issued Patrick's Sushi Monster restaurant an infringement and show cause notice, claiming the place was dirty, unhygienic, and they didn't store meat correctly. The council closed him down immediately.
That's pretty hard when you haven't had any issues before.
Any issues before, that's exactly right. And within 24 hours of a supposed annual inspection, to be issued a show cause notice, I think is pretty often. It's a denial of natural justice, basically.
That's when Patrick, who wasn't in store on the day of the inspection, went back to look at the CCTV, and he was shocked at what he found.
Oh, dumbfounded. It was just off the charts. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
For more than 15 minutes, the inspector moves around the restaurant, climbing on the floor, then touching the food preparation space before testing the chicken without washing her hands once.
Basically, what she did in the video is worse than anything she accuses us of doing.
That's when Patrick claims the council worker contaminated everything, so he decided to post this CCTV on YouTube. In 10 years, the business has never been breached until now. Its customers are Noosa locals and tourists.
Apparently, it looks like she's not doing the right thing.
I mean, clearly, anybody who owns a restaurant has a vested interest in keeping it clean, and if they don't, they deserve to be under scrutiny.
Patrick Lloyd is no stranger to politics. In 2016, he ran for a seat on the Noosa Council, but he lost. Ever since, he's been blowing the whistle on what he calls a dysfunctional local government.
They're like dogs off a leash. They're accountable to no one.
Sushi Monster was able to reopen after 36 hours and a clean-up, but Patrick believes his restaurant could have been targeted just a week after he raised conflict of interest concerns regarding the council and a development at the local surf club.
Certainly an interesting coincidence, isn't it?
Patrick has spent $20,000 on legal costs defending his business. The council eventually dropped the show cause notice and infringement, but offered no apology. In a statement, the Noosa Council said, "We rarely force the closure of food businesses and only take this step when there is a significant public health risk, such as the potential for food poisoning." The officer in the footage followed these procedures, which include regular hand washing during the inspection. This is not evident in the video, as the officer was washing her hands in a wash area off camera.
Restaurants are scared of these people, and anyone that talks out against them suffers retribution, and they shame them, like they tried to do to me in the paper.
The council has since updated its practices. From now on, all food inspectors will carry their own hand wipes and sanitizer.